Happy birthday, Tommie. Happy birthday, Tommie.
Come on.
Happy birthday, Tommie. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, infamous one. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's how we kicking the sit down off, man. Y'all already know, man. This how we kicking it off, man. We switching it up, man. Like I said, we got TommieHarris and Billy Dawson in the building, man. Tommie, man, go ahead and introduce yourself, man, before we get into y'all music. You and Billy both, man. Introduce yourselves, man. Let the people know where they can find you guys at online.
Oh, I'm TommieHarris. You can find me at TommieHarris90 at Twitter, TommieHarris everything on YouTube, or TommieHarris Facebook, TommieHarris IG. But TommieHarris90 is Twitter. You can find me. I'm a retired NFL player, now former country player, full-time dad, handsome. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just doing my thing out here. Just make sure y'all follow me and keep up with me. And check out my boy, Billy Dawson.
Hey, I'm Billy Dawson. You can find me at BillyDawsonMusic on Instagram, BillyDawson #1, just the #1 on Twitter, BillyDawsonMusic.com, all the above. You can find me taking long walks on the beach, catching some fish.
Yeah, talk to him, Billy.
With my beautiful wife. Glad to be on here, you guys. Happy birthday!
No doubt.
Thank you, boss.
No doubt. Well, y'all know how we going. Y'all know how we do it here on the sit down, man. Music reviews, getting that feedback, man. And both, man, we definitely want everybody, man. Everybody that's supporting. Before we even start, man, like you guys, man, what's the goal? I know we definitely working with y'all, man, to get those social media profiles up and things like that. Tommie, man, you looking for people to subscribe to you on Instagram. What's the main social media, that you looking for people to follow you on and interact with you on?
Yeah, Instagram is one of the most manageable ones. The rest of them really, like Facebook, I don't really deal there. Twitter is a little too, I don't really understand that too much, but I get down with Instagram. I figured out that's the platform I'm really trying to, talk to all my fans, all the people that want to know, ask questions. I'm more communicative there.
No doubt. Billy, that's the same thing for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, all of them really. It's good if anybody goes and follows Instagram and Twitter. It's like 2 clicks, or Facebook. Go like us, Billy Dawson Music, and go like Tommie's music. He's awesome.
No doubt.
I got a cool story later.
We're gonna get into it.
Do what?
We gonna get into it. So this how we gonna do it, man. Tonight, y'all already know in the time with the quarantine, whole lot of back and forth, but this is more like a collaborative. We're asking people to support both of the movement. This is not a versus. These guys are friends. They work together on a lot of the music. So throughout this interview, throughout this review, we're gonna be going back and forth, man. We're gonna give y'all a track from Tommie. We're gonna give y'all a track from Billy. Give y'all a track from Tommie. Then we're gonna end it with a track from Billy. We want y'all to check these guys out. Follow them on all social media platforms. If you want to interact with them, Instagram is that most organic one where you're most likely to contact them directly on. So definitely follow them. We're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. V Card, I know you got some things loaded. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. TommieHarris.
Let's go.
Boomer Sooner.
Right on.
If I reached out to touch you right now, would you bite off my finger? Would you give me the honey, or only the stinger? If you're not really beautiful, then baby, I'll be your liar. And if life's just a circus, then I'm a clown walking that wire. All the way across the Grand Canyon, running between us and the Colorado River, cutting that wide dividing line. Girl, your heart still beats, I can feel it beat, 'cause it shakes the sheets in the bed that sleeps us. All the way across the Grand Canyon, between your side and mine. Well, I know I ain't God, never seen them, I'm only human. But if we ain't believing, then baby, what are we doing? If it's confusion, who do we kneel to? And if love's an illusion, then tell me this, why do I still feel you? All the way across the Grand Canyon, running between us and the Colorado River, cutting that wide dividing line. Girl, your heart still beats, I can feel it beat, 'cause it shakes the sheets in the bed that sleeps us. Across that Grand Canyon, between your side and mine. Your side and mine. All the way across that Grand Canyon, between your side and mine. Your side and mine. Ooh, your side and mine. Your side and mine. Your side and mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Grand Canyon, we already see the reaction. We already see how what Billy think about it, man. What's up, man? We gonna go to your reaction first, Billy. When you first heard that Grand Canyon, you might have been there doing the creation. What was when you first heard that Grand Canyon? What was your thoughts, man?
Is Tommie still on here?
I'm right here looking at you, bro.
Okay, cool. You were dark there for a second in the
I am dark.
black for a
I'm
second.
dark. I'm dark.
You are. Hey, I'm whiter than Wonder Bread.
I got you,
so,
bro.
hey.
I just had. I've been. It's gonna be dark all my life, man.
So, yeah, I love that song. You know, I produced it and played guitar, all the guitars on it, and kind of sang backgrounds with Tommie and did everything.
Billy, you did the thing, bro.
Oh man, you did your thing, man. So
Right on.
I'll just start off with this. We wrote the song with Rivers Rutherford, and he wrote "When I Get Where I'm Going" for Brad Paisley, and "Smoke Rings in the Dark," "Stilling Cinderella," "Real Good Man," "These Are My People," bunch of hit songs. But first of all, I want to tell a funny story real quick. So I played for the celebrity team for OU for the softball celebrity tournament with TK Klun, and that's how I met Tommie. So we're coming out of the bathroom, and I think we got done with the game, and Tommie comes out in a towel, and we're up walking out of the bathroom, and he starts like, whoa, whoa. I mean, he's just like wailing, dude, doing some like, whoa, you know, he's doing some Ray Charles meets Chris Stapleton type stuff.
But I didn't know no one was listening, man. I was just happy to came. I was moving, you know.
He was, man, the spirit was moving on him that night. And so he's in his towel, and I said, who was that? And I like look around, and he's got this little smirk. He's got this little smirk, you know what I'm saying? And like a crazy smirk. And I said, was that you? And he went, yeah. And I said, was that you? And he said, yeah. And he said, I want you to produce me. And I said, I want to produce you. So we it turned into a lifelong friendship, and we ended up writing a few songs that are hitting people in the chest, you know. So I'm really proud of Tommie. He's just as good as singer as he is on the football field. You know what I'm saying?
No
so
doubt.
Just to let you know.
No doubt.
And
No
Billy,
doubt.
you actually said to me, you said, bro, you sound like Ray Charles and Chris Stapleton. And I was like, no way. And he was like, man, you know, you should try out the music like that. And I didn't believe it. He said, man, I will help you do that. I said, you'll produce me? I'll produce you. And then from there was the transfer or taking the leap of faith as an athlete and transitioning my life from one uniform to another, just trying to do, you know, I didn't know what it would become, but I'm more glad that whether the people like it or not, I'm glad that I did a part of my life that I didn't know. I knew I could, I trusted, I thought I could sing, but to have someone come and say, hey, man, you might have a chance, and I just tried. So for whatever's out there, man, I just tried from a place. I gave my all on the canvas, and that's all I'm doing.
Yeah. And I could definitely feel that. I get that country soul, man. All your songs, it's like you real calm, but it's like you ready for that end so you can ooh, yeah. For sure. Tron, what's up, man? You in the sit down, man. What did you think about that track by Tommie?
Man, I loved it, man. I loved it. The producer was Billy. Billy, you produced it?
I did.
Man, I love it. Tommie, I love it. Man, like what I got a question for Tommie though. So
Yes,
Tommie,
sir.
what was your inspiration for that song?
You talking to me or Tommie?
Tommie.
The inspiration was me. After I heard the song, we began to write the lyrics. It was trying now to develop the pictures to the pieces to the picture, and it was basically to show the relationship between when you can't communicate or convey what you're trying to say properly. I love you, but it feels like we're so close, but yet we're so far away. And it talks is just the relationship of the great divide, like being so close with someone, but you can't say everything you want to say. You can, and if I reach out to touch you, would you bite off my finger, or would you give me the honey, or only the stinger?
Ooh,
you know, so it was just the finding in the relationship, the vulnerability of trying to express where, like, man, I may not have everything you want from me right now, but I want you to know I love you, I care for you, and how can we bridge this divide that we feel while you're saying you're okay?
Yeah.
And why you saying nothing's bothering me and I'm okay, but it doesn't feel like it. So that's what that song was, just to paint that picture. And I related to what it feels like to be with something that you can't say what you want to say.
And I got a question for Billy too.
Go ahead, Ron.
So Billy, what influenced you to produce, and who are some of your biggest influences in the game right now as far as the producing aspect and the music making?
Well, I mean, I grew up listening to Jimi Hendrix. So you see in the background on the door, he's like my hero, guitar hero. But grew up listening to amazing records: Hendrix, Willie Nelson, U2, Keith Urban, Skillet, huge bands. So there's a lot of different producers who you know, I love their work. I don't know what got me started. A bunch of friends of mine were recording records, and you know, Noah Henson and Skid Mills and, you know, Rodney Claus and all these different people are just amazing producers. But, you know, I think Mutt Lange, Def Leppard's producer, Dan Huff, Keith Urban's producer, Daniel Lanois, U2's producer. I think those guys are like super inspirational to me. They're just huge heroes of mine. And so I don't know if that answers your question at all, but, you know, I'm a huge fan of all genres. I mean, from you know, Logic to...
You just love music.
Huh?
He said
You just love music.
I thought you said meals. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, dude, I just cooked some really good halibut earlier.
I said meals first. I said meals. I said
you're a
That's
nut,
dope,
dude.
man.
Right on.
That's dope.
Love you. So
No
that's pretty
doubt.
much my inspiration. Yeah.
Hello?
No doubt,
Hey,
man.
Billy, I love your picture in the back of him. That looks like
do you?
Baywatch picture.
It's a Baywatch picture? Is that what you said?
We gotta get
Yeah,
time.
looks like the Baywatch. Yeah, like you're on Baywatch behind. That's nice.
I love it.
That's nice.
You're a nut.
What,
We
is
gotta
my Wi-Fi terrible, guys?
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Tommy. We gotta get your Wi-Fi right,
You
man.
gonna try to hurt me.
We about to go
Hey,
to this
you
video
gonna try to
by
hurt
Billy.
me. You
We're
gonna hurt
gonna
me
try to
first.
get Tommy Wi-Fi right. But let's go to the next track by Billy while we get Tommy right.
Her day starts with a coffee and her Bible. God, I love the way she prays. I'm just a broken man still searching for revival. She makes up for my mistakes. Yeah, she leads me to the light. Her grace is amazing. God made her just right. He knew what he was doing when she came into my life. I'm whiskey bent and hellbound. She's perfect and I ain't. Yeah, that's why God gives sinners saints. She's sunlight shining through my rainbow-colored stains. I feel her moving through my soul. She rescued me from my darker days. She's an angel walking, and everybody knows her grace is amazing. God made her just right. He knew what he was doing when she came into my life. I'm whiskey bent and hellbound. She's perfect and I ain't. Yeah, that's why God gives sinners
created that. I can get, now that money, when I stood over my wife and I couldn't save her at 28, and that monitor where she was breathing through, and I had calculated all the money I had, and I looked at her, and it couldn't save it, all the value of that dollar said, it ain't, I really know what value is.
At 8:45, I was flying high on an airplane. Then I got a call that changed it all at the baggage claim. Said she passed away and my heart just cracked. All the money in the world couldn't bring her back. Every breath in my chest just left like that. I was deflated, empty and naked. I had to learn to stand down on my knees. Suffocating, didn't think I'd make it. But in order for God to breathe life back into me, I had to be deflated, 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 deflated. Me and my kids didn't know how to live without her. All my dreams was crushed into nothing but dust and powder. Felt like everyone was breathing but me. There was a bright side I couldn't see, like my soul had a hope. Why it ain't see? I was deflated, self-medicated. I had to learn to stand down on my knees. Suffocating, didn't think I'd make it. But in order for God to breathe life back into me, I had to be deflated, deflated. I was deflated, but I'm thankful I made it. It takes a man to stand down on his knees. Life's complicated, I can't be jaded. In order for God to breathe life back into me, I had to be deflated, deflated. It takes a man to stand down on his knees. Life's complicated, thank God I made it. Thank God I made it, made it. Thankful, thankful, grateful I made it. Oh, grateful I made it. Thank God I made it. Grateful I made it. Thank God I made it. Grateful I made it.
Yo, TommieHarris, Deflated. I mean, yo, when we talking about, we talking about lyrics, man, and just really putting people in a place, man, and just being a all-around motivational person, man, which, your story, just the trials. We can hear the story plain as day, even in the music, man. And I know, like you said, with the Center Saints, we had some lines that stood out. But with this, man, it does take a real man to stand down on it, down on his knees. A lot of people won't get that, you know what I'm saying? And man, and the fact that you even taking the time out, man, it's your birthday, it's quarantine, just everything about tonight just tells people a lot about your character, who you are, man, at this time in your life, man, and just overcoming the things that you've overcome. What's one thing, man, that you want people to know that are gonna tune into this interview and that are just gonna be following your music? What's one thing you want them to know, Tommie?
Well, I just want them to know that the music represents that whatever point of their life that they're at and that they don't like or that they dislike, that as a human being, to know that it won't be like this always. So there will be moments in your life where you feel as though you're deflated or you don't have, but if God wakes you up to breathe again, you have another opportunity to bounce, to do something great in the land. But you also got to know your deflated process didn't come to make you feel bad but it came to make you realize that when the next opportunity is for you to get up and feel great, that you're going to make a promise to the land that you're going to do the best the next time a breath comes, the next time you get an opportunity you didn't ask for, the next time God presents you with something you didn't deserve. But you got to first realize it comes through realizing, God, I was deflated. And I was scared there, and I didn't know what I was going to do next. And this is an okay moment to have, because by faith we believe that we're going to make it through. The deflation was to represent like the market, the deflation of the market, how things are very volatile. The market falls, it rises, it ain't gonna stop. It's just Monday, and then Tuesday got some other stuff of it on Wednesday. But can you admit in the moment, I didn't have it all. I didn't know what I was gonna do next. I didn't, and then speaking from that place that I was deflated, but after admitting that I wasn't okay, I began to get help out of admitting that I was deflated, and now you go on your journey of getting yourself back and realizing the gratefulness that God has given you through each breath each day.
No doubt, man. Deflated. V Carter, man. The video, man. The whole message. When you first heard that song, man, what did you think about it?
I like that he's relatable. Like I can feel his pain. Like he has like a pain voice, and it comes from a place where he's kind of vulnerable. And I like that side of artists where they kind of showcase their life, and I can actually take that journey with him. And then also, man, Tommie, I do got a question. Like, what was the biggest sacrifice you felt like you had to make in that transition from being an NFL player to now doing country music?
It really wasn't. See, country was just like it was something I took a leap of faith on, so it really wasn't a sacrifice. But the greatest sacrifice I think I had was choosing to live again, choosing to go back up. Everything that I had lived through, I had to weigh it on the table with my feelings. Like, do I stay with this and don't get better, or trust that there's something better on the other side of what I don't know yet? And it was cool when money was coming, my wife was there, life was going on. But once I lost it, it was like looking over a hurdle or a fit, like, are you ready to jump? Are you ready? And it was that moment I realized, like, sacrificing what Tommie thought he should have had or how Tommie planned his life was the only way I could sacrifice to continue. I had to give up. And evidence of what I've lost, I had to finally come to that realization that it's gone. It will not come back. So how are you going to play again after tearing your ACL? You're not going to be the same player. You're not, but are you going to have courage to show up and do your best? And that's what that was, man. sacrificing the old ideal of what I thought should have been a Hall of Famer, how I thought I was going to write. I had to learn how to play through pain, learn how to play through injury, play believing that I was going to become better. So that was the greatest part of my sacrifice, was getting over myself.
I like it. I like it. That's very motivational. I like that.
Man, TommieHarris.
And I'm sorry about this Wi-Fi, bro.
Man, you good, boss, man. We appreciate it. You know, we appreciate you, you know, taking the time out, coming on, man, rocking with Billy. We had a chance, like I said, to really rock with Billy, man. And that was one of the things, like Billy was like, yo, I'm down to come on, but I want to come on. Me and Tommie, we gotta come on together. Like, and so I'm excited, man, about both of you guys.
That's my brother, man.
Yeah, for sure. And we
yin and yang, man. Or yin and yang, however you say it. We would have gotten a lot of trouble together if we went to school together. I'll tell you that. You know, joking around in class. You know, I could just see us. You know. Can I say something real quick about Deflated?
Go ahead, Billy.
Cool. I didn't know how much time we had, but
you straight.
So we went in with Jason Matthews. Huge shout out to him. He wrote a "Must Be Doing Something Right." You know that song, "Must Be Doing Something Right." Great singer, great. His vocals are just incredible. But we went in with him and Tommie, and we wrote these songs within 2 days. Wasn't it, Tommie? 2 or 3 days?
Unbelievable. Yes, sir.
It was like just quick. It was a God deal. It was a God deal, you know. And
both deflated and Sinners and Saints got wrote in 2 days.
And we wrote them in a prison.
Yeah.
We started off those songs in prisons on a retreat that on a missionary work that Billy does. And I had to go do that first. And before I got to the studio, he said, "You want to come down? I do prison ministry." And we did it where they allowed guys to come into a room that behaved or had great, and they getting a chance to write their music, express themselves. And Billy sits there and write and produce songs. And so while we was in there, we was working on our certain stuff just started coming off of songs we started writing.
Yeah.
Like, wow. And it would take it from there and there. I couldn't put it together. It did it itself. So
yeah, it was definitely.
I promise.
God
I wish I can say I tried to be no. I just trust. That's why I'm not worried about the numbers. If the numbers, I'm trusting it because it was something authentic I did from my soul. So I wasn't expecting anything but to get it out of me. So now I can't be greedy enough to wait on the numbers and the look. I don't, God, I'm fine with whatever I just hope it touched somebody, it blesses their life, it gives them something. But it was a real part of me that I had to live through. And those that can hear it, hear it. And those that can, I pray one day it can satiate their spirit. That's it, bro.
No doubt. Billy,
do what?
I was saying you can keep going in about it. You had some more you wanted to say about that track?
Yeah, well, the Beat of Life is who we were in there with. I've been an ambassador for them for a while, and we go into prisons and write songs and write their stories and record them, send them to their families, put them out there to impact people. So Tommie came and spoke for me at one of the events, and we probably wrote like 5 songs in like 3 days. Yeah. Like it literally was just like, we have other songs that we're still going to cut on Tommie. So, but Grand Canyon and Deflated were the 2 kind of ones that we got finished like really quick.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Deflated, like Tommie, like he's the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
Billy's the real deal.
I appreciate you, TH.
Hey, man, y'all make sure we get none of this would be none. If Billy didn't invite me or introduce me to Josiah Clark, he's a young man that's a special photographer, cinema photography, video, all that stuff. Like, he's a young, up-and-coming guy that is doing great things in this industry. And I just want to say thank you to him. Without him, even just beyond being able to pay someone money, to have a friendship. I grew a lot through this process, knowing that you can build true relationships through what you love to do. And he's 21 years old. So it don't matter how old the person is, don't matter if creativity is creativity. And that's what I'm learning on this journey. Can you spot the real thing out? And Josiah Clark was one of those things that touched me like playing for like a teammate. And I just want to say I'm thankful for him too, bro.
Definitely.
So
shout out. We definitely gonna shout him out. If y'all have his information, make sure we drop his information in the chat too, so we can go ahead and follow him. Drop his information in the chat for me as well on that, Tyree. And we're gonna keep everything moving. We got one more video.
Ooh, we got the hitter right here. Come on.
Real quick, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead, Billy, before we go into your video.
We want to, I'll forget my video. I want to thank some people. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Sean Fuller, the drummer for Florida Georgia Line, played the drums on that. And then
he crushed.
And he crushed it. And then Skid Mills mixed it. Brad Blackwood mastered it. Kevin Post, the steel player for Blake Shelton, played the heck out of the steel. Maureen Murphy killed the background, the black background vocals you hear on there is Maureen Murphy. And then who else played on that track? Paul Nelson, cellist for U2, and Paul
I whatever did their job, I loved them and I felt their presence, but that's how fast it happened that I didn't get a real chance to know. It just came I'm
together.
Learning them now throughout the process of what we're doing, you know?
But see, Tommie, y'all, what y'all are proving, man, a lot of times we work with artists and we do like artist development. And then one thing I know that a lot of people are gonna get from this interview, Tommie, what you're saying is, I'm trusting the process. I'm just bringing my portion. I'm playing on a team, so it's like you've had that benefit. You already got the experience of being on a team and trusting the process, so you understand. Hey, I just play my role, and then
do your best, and do your best, and it'll play itself out. Just do your best. But trying to force it, that's not in my personality or that ain't me. I just want to lay something out, and one day the right man can discover that rock is not a rock, but it's a diamond.
Yeah.
Just the right person gonna know what to look for. But I'm gonna just sit it, just as long as I keep putting it out. I don't know what it is like, but I gotta put it out. And the value is gonna come somewhere along, and I'm patient enough to, I pray that it comes along the journey.
It's definitely coming, man. And Billy, man, where did your experience, your background, like where did your start come from, Billy? And with everything in the music to get you in a position to where you could be, assist Tommie in what he's doing.
Well, I mean, that's a long story, but I'll try to balance it out. So I started listening to music ever since I was a little kid. I was running around naked with Cookie Monster shoes on at my parents' Bible studies with bottle hanging out of my mouth. When my dad was playing guitar and leading worship, and then afterwards he'd be playing Hendrix and Willie Nelson and stuff like that. And then, so I mean, I've always wanted to play music ever since I heard my dad play and Jimi Hendrix play, and that led into this could be a beneficial kind of thing for someone who has failed a little bit, but take the next step to the next level. But I left high school to play guitar for Skillet. They're a Christian rock band.
For sure, I'm familiar with Skillet.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite bands of all time. Still is one of my favorite bands. Some of my favorite people. It just didn't work out, and I had to go back to my small little high school. And the same people who were real nice to me, asking me for pictures and autographs, were making fun of me. But I kind of hid myself away in a room and played guitar 8 to 10 hours a day during the summer. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, that kind of like was one of those catalysts to, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And so I bounced around from band to band to band to playing, just experience. And finally I moved to Nashville, and I was sleeping on some floors and sleeping out of the back of my car, and I was happier than I've ever been. And so, I was just like, I'm in Nashville. I'm like in the center of music, Right. I mean, I felt amazing about it. So it kind of led me into a few different doors. I walked through a few different doors. Just like this Lee Brice deal, you know, Lee Brice has got the Rumor song out right now, and I Drive Your Truck. He's one of the best artists in the planet. And he walks into a nightclub, and I'm sitting there playing, singing my songs, and he comes up and says, "Hey, did you write those songs? And I want to work with you if you did." And so it kind of led into all these little things. Tommie singing in a towel in a locker room has led into these huge music videos that are like impacting people. You know what I'm saying? So there's all these little steps that take us to where we need to be, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. My background is definitely an inspirational well, and man, I'm an inspirational artist as well, gospel rap artist or whatnot, man. So, you know what I mean? I definitely came up on like Skillet and some things like that, man. And so it's really, man, both of you guys' relationship and story, a lot of it is really just a story of faith, man. Both of y'all just really just trusting God, trusting the moment. Now, what were you to the team, or were you on the team? What put you in a position where you and Tommie were even that close? Were you an advisor? Were you on the team? Where were y'all at that time?
Nah, he's Billy Dawson, the country singer, and he was one of the celebrities in the game. It was a charity game, and he was one of the party for Toby Keith. We was on
Toby Keith and Matthew McConaughey and Roger Clemens and TK Klun. They put on an event to raise money for their different charities, and so for some reason they invited this crazy Texas boy out to OU game. My grandparents went to OU, so I've always been an OU fan. So I'm like freaking. People make fun of me all the time because I'm a Texas boy. Yeah.
Shout out to OU, but I roll Ty. I see Tyree shaking his head, man. Look, we got guests in the house, Tyree. We got guests in the show, man. We got guests in. Hey, man, we got.
Tommie already know. Me and Tommie are kin. He already know how I feel. I told him I'm a bandwagon. I'm like, cause I mess with you. Hey, Oklahoma, my second team. That's
we gonna nah, Tyree. Don't do Tyree. We not giving it's not no second team. We don't do no second team.
Hey, you gotta support the family, man. But hey,
but nah,
do y'all know what OU stand for?
Here you go.
I just want to know, do y'all know what it stands for?
Now, what does it stand for?
The only university. The only university.
I love that.
Hey, look, Tommie, this is a good time, man. This is a good time. I want to ask you about Vidgo, man, since we kind of touching on sports. Real quick, man, tell the people about what you got going on with the Vidgo app.
Oh yeah, Vidgo is OTT, over the top television app where you can go and have your cable box in your pocket. You can create your own channels that you like for $49.99. You have over 111 channels, and you go and work your package out. DVR is a special feature on there, but it's way cheaper than paying $300 and $400 a month for DirecTV and all these other things. And it's your cable box wherever you go. So if you're staying in a hotel, if you got your Vidgo on your phone and you like what you like, you can go and airplay that to your TV wherever you're at, and that's your channel. Those are your cable boxes wherever you're at.
Cool.
That's Vidgo.
Yeah.
And it's the only platform that has social interaction as you watch TV. Me and you can talk text over a game, talk how bad the team sucks, if she's beautiful, if he stinks.
Okay.
That's
Now, is that just on games, or is that like on all so basically you watching TV with other people, you watching shows with other people, and you can actually communicate with the people watching the show?
Yeah, you can actually build your own team with who you can invite. Your friends will become a crew that y'all watch TV together. Certain show, you'll put all your friends. I can go into and tap into you and say, hey, what you watching? And you show me and I can join you and we talk. Doing it, man. This show ain't nothing. This is good, man. But you can sit
right. No doubt, man. Well, I already know, man. I definitely don't want to hold both of you guys too long, man. You know what I mean? I know y'all got the missus. Tommie, it's your birthday, but Billy, we do have another track I want us to get into, and after this video, man, we're gonna come back. We're gonna hear from you guys one more time, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking this. Richie Note, Mr. Full Sell and No Sell. This the Sit Down. Billy Dawson, y'all check this track out.
I'm no prophet, I'm no preacher, just an everyday believer with a warrior's temper and a poet's heart. But I've been thinking lately about this life God gave me, and baby, you're my very favorite part. Oh, what would I do without you and your love? Girl, I would be nothing inside. Like a church without Jesus, like a bell that don't ring. Yeah, the reverend still preaches, but the choir don't sing. Hey, I'd go on living, but my life would be through. All I would be without you, stained glass cracked in pieces, in a church without Jesus. I wanna be the one you're smiling for when your daddy brings you through the door, wipes a tear and walks you down that aisle. Wanna be your last first kiss, the one you make your babies with, 'cause without your love, even just a little while, I'd be a church without Jesus, like a bell that don't ring. Yeah, the reverend still preaches, but the choir don't sing. Hey, I'd go on living, but my life would be through. All I would be without you, stained glass cracked in pieces, in a church without Jesus. Yeah, church without Jesus means nothing at all. It's just a beautiful building with cold stone walls. Hey, I'd go on living, but my life would be through. 'Cause all I would be without you, stained glass cracked in pieces, in a church without Jesus. Church without Jesus, church without Jesus.
Y'all already know, man. Y'all are tuned in to the Sit Down. That was Billy Dawson, man. Hey, yo, the music, man, the vibe, man. This has been an amazing show, man. TommieHarris, Billy Dawson, Billy going live right now with us. He's feeling the vibe. You know your music touching. Look, even if your music don't touch nobody but yourself, look, it may make you want to pick up a guitar. You know what I
mean? Yeah, it just feels good, man.
Man, both of you guys,
like
both of you guys, man. Like I said, I'm honored to to have y'all on. And one thing we want to do, man, because I'm excited to work with both of y'all, man. And I do want to ask y'all, man, like really, you know, what can we do? And I know both of y'all humble, you know what I'm saying? But we want to, you know, they need more, y'all need more looks, man. Y'all definitely need more views, man. What you guys have is definitely top shelf. And we definitely, man, like I said, working with Tyree, and we definitely want to get you guys, you know what I mean, get you guys to that level. And so I just want to know, is it a goal? Is it a number? You know what I mean? I want to come back in 3 months, man, and bring you guys back. I want to continue to push, you know, all of these songs that we have here, man. We're going to continue to play them. We have our Sunday inspiration. Y'all are definitely be in heavy rotation. Anytime y'all, you know, want to come on, drop nuggets, you definitely welcome for that. But I definitely want you guys to go to Tyree. And then right after that, man, I want to hear from you guys to see, like, what's that call to action. If it is a certain number, you know, I want to trust God with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We want to believe with y'all. We want to put some numbers out there in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? And we want, you know, subscribers. We want some numbers to definitely go up, views to go up. And we want you guys to go, you know, go to the next level with this music. Yo, Tyree, before we hear from Billy and Tommie one last time, what do you have to say? And Tyree, man, shout out to Tyree. Everybody that's been rocking with the Sit Down, man. This my Full Sail partner. You know,
the Black Bill Gates.
The Black Bill Gates, yeah, yeah, we rocking with it. Tyree Holland, aka the Black Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? What do you got to say, man, about these amazing artists that you?
I appreciate it. But Billy and Tommie are like good family and everything. They're solid. They're great brothers. Hey, Billy Black, he black. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey man, hey, all skin folk ain't kin folk, man. It's just the way we move, bro.
Yeah, but for real though, you guys are hearing this, but Tommie and Billy are like, they got amazing stuff that's in the works. Like, it's so much more in the works. They're a vessel from God, for real. Like, touching people, like, it's just next level, nothing but next level.
Thanks, Tyree.
Yeah, but for real,
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for real though. But it's just the beginning. Oh yeah. By the way, Billy, next time we get together, Tommie, and then I know, you know, Sean and Richard got to definitely bring him down, because I saw Billy throwing down in the kitchen. Yeah, yo, I always got to get together see what Billy doing in the kitchen, because I saw that he was just throwing down.
Oh, you know, when the quarantine lift, you know we coming back. We do the Sit Down live on the couch, so. We coming to the cities, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we coming to Texas.
Oh yeah, come on! I want to try that hot chicken.
Y'all know that I make the best hot chicken in all of Nashville.
Oh, I saw that. I want to try that.
I want to try it because KFC's all right, you know what I'm saying? But I need to get the real deal.
Yo, Billy, you definitely invited to the cookout.
Hey,
right on.
I'm in.
No doubt. Come on, man. Anything else? Anybody have any questions before we hear from Billy and Tommie one last time? Anybody have any questions or comment? I know, man, my missus over here, man, she's a new fan of both of you guys, man.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Nurse Jenkins on Instagram if you see her following you guys.
hey, get rid of that ugly guy in the background and let's see her. Let's bring her on and say hi.
Hey, Billy crazy, bro. Y'all got that's Billy crazy, y'all.
We rock with Billy. But Tommie, you first, man. You know what I'm saying? What's something that we want to support, man?
Hey, Billy, can I be honest, or do I got to be an artist and try to make people not fall? Like, can I be myself and just say how I really feel about this question? See, Billy teaching me what the like. I don't know how to. Like, the day I start worried about selling my art is the day I don't want to do art. You know what I'm saying? So my main thing is to stay. I want to. Out of my depression, out of all this stuff, I just love showing up to my canvas, and I can't beg. I just hope the person that prospects my picture or my painting, that it touched them and it heals them, and whatever they believe that value added to them, I'm grateful for it. So whatever numbers, I don't know how to I'm not in that, I want this many followers, because are they truly following, or is this just a number? So it's like I wanted to touch the proper lives it has to touch, and it can take 10 years, 5 years. The number will get up to where it needs to be because the song came from my heart. So it's more something I'm just watching. I'm not, you know. So Billy gonna give you that artist joint. My joint is just, I'm just putting something out there, and I hope that God blesses others and blesses me in the process.
Yeah. So yeah, you just want to stay organic with it, man. That's what's up, and we can do that. We're gonna keep you in
And
rotation.
I'm sorry if that one with y'all, like, I don't know how to do that other stuff like that.
Nah.
Your turn, Billy. Show me what to do, Billy.
That's perfect.
That's why I like watching Billy. Go ahead, show me what to do. What I need to do, Billy? What do you ask me to do?
Just kidding. You said show them what you do.
Right on.
What's up, Billy, man? What's the call to action, though, man? I know Tommie, he's basically saying he wants it all to stay organic. We definitely keeping it organic, man, but just
when you leave that, it might be tomorrow when the right people here, it'll blow up, but I want to expect, so my ego don't jump in what I'm, so that's why I don't ever want to try to make people do, man, if I believe that that's what it came to do, this baby gonna grow into something, and maybe everyone don't see it at its full potential, but I know what I left in the ground. So may God grow it and may be blessed, and I would hope the people, if they notified, but it's about me watching this plant, and I wanted to plan. That's it. I'm grateful for that, man. Let Billy go on the hog delay.
Talk to him.
So,
talk to him. I'm showing up. Hey, Tommy. I'm showing up to your services when you start having them, man. I'm gonna leave that right. I'm gonna leave that right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave that right there.
But let Billy go on and get his thing. Let me
Billy.
Tell me what to do in this corporate world like this.
What's good, Billy, man? How can we support you, man? How can the platform, man? What do you want to see? I know, numbers, or how, give us that answer, man. What's that call to action so that we can make sure our viewers and different supporters, and we want to help y'all reach that next goal.
Sure. Well, I think everybody wants to have their music heard. Whether that's one person hearing it or a million people hearing it. there was one point in my life that I had to have the deal. It was just like I need it. I have to have it to be. No, I mean, like I'm out there every day. I speak in schools. I've had kids turn in suicide notes from my speeches, and I know that Tommie feels the same way on this kind of stuff. But like, that's what it's all about, is like impacting people. I always tell people there's a big, huge difference between impressing and impacting people. Sure, we want the numbers. Sure, we want people to see our stuff. The more numbers that you have, the more people see your stuff. But at the same time, like, you have to grow it organically, like Tommie was saying, or like you were saying about Tommie. Y'all still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was like, it went dead for a second. I think everybody wants the numbers. Everybody wants to be Keith Urban. Everybody wants to be different artists. But at the same time, if you're not original and you're not yourself, then you're really not doing yourself justice. And so if you can be 100% yourself, and sure, Tommie, I mean, I know that his songs, he wants to do it organic, and once it starts selling and stuff, it will start selling. I'm just saying, like, Tommie's amazing. Everything that he does turns to gold when he touches it. So whenever, something's going to start happening for him, but he could get a big head and say, yeah, I'm going off and making all this money, or he can be the stable rock for people and help other people on his way up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could totally go off and do his own thing, but like, when he's glorifying God and he's treating himself well and treating his family well, I think that's success. Right. I've had people say this in my hometown, like back in the day, and I never liked the thing. They're like, so when are you going to become successful? I was like, it's just a weird question. You know, it's like a weird kind of
right.
It's like what is the definition of success? Like success to me, I get to hang out with my wife 95% of the time. You know, like what is success? What is the definition of success? And it's different to a lot of different people. You know, so the definition for me is like being successful is like doing what I love every day, maybe making a few bucks at it, and doing what I love. You know, we didn't start doing music to make a buck in the beginning. Like we just did it just because we heard a Dre record, or we heard a U2 record, or a Keith Urban record, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we didn't start doing it for money.
Correct.
But if blessings come from that and people love your stuff, great. But what are you going to do with that money? You're going to go buy 10 Ferraris, or you're going to feed some mouths? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's all crazy, man. You know, Rich Mullins. You remember Rich Mullins?
Yep.
Rich Mullins, I believe that he gave 90% away and lived off 10%, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I heard, you know?
Yeah.
And people like that who, he was a big worship artist, you know, and made a lot of money off of his worship songs, but he gave back. You know, what are you going to do with your money? What are you going to do with your success? What are you going to do? You know?
No doubt.
You know, and I think that's the question, you know, what? And what are you going to do? So I don't know if that answered your question, but that's just kind of what I was thinking.
I got both of y'all, man.
So what we basically trying to say, them followers going to come when God ready, when it hits we want the people to come that feel the music, that touch the music. And you know, if you just come in just to bless the soul, bless it. But that ain't what I did that for. I did it to really just build a relationship with myself. And from there, I'll be able to put a product out that people would, if they could relate, they could relate. If they couldn't, they couldn't.
No doubt.
And I really just wanted it to really just satiate somebody, man. If they can feel that from the sound, Billy Dawson told me how to just be yourself. And when you leave it out there, let it be what it be, right? Like you can't control nothing else outside of what you put on that canvas when the paint dries. So from there, man, we just, you know, I can respect the numbers as they're going. I'm grateful that I was able to do what I was afraid to do.
Yeah.
I've already got what I'm grateful I tried. So that's it, man. If it heals somebody, touch somebody as I pray it does, I'm grateful.
Well, man, we definitely appreciate both of you guys for coming out, rocking with us on the sit down. We definitely have a better understanding of both of you, man. TommieHarris, Billy Dawson, and we just look forward to being a part of the process. Like I said, we're gonna continue to push your music, man. We look forward to actually bringing you guys out, doing some things live once everything get back to rolling, because we put on shows and things like that. And so, man, we're excited. We're excited to be a part of the brand, man. We thankful to have business partners and brothers like Tyree, you know, that's out here that's just networking with good people, man. And so we're here for y'all. We're excited, man. We're going to continue to push. You know, we hope to be a part of any rollouts that y'all have going on. And like you said, man, we're going to celebrate with y'all, and man, we're going to look back over time. And, and like you said, everything is definitely going to get to the level, you know, that it needs to get to, man. So we appreciate y'all for rocking, man. Tyree, what else you got for us before we get up out of here tonight?
All right. Yeah. And by the way, if y'all don't know, Billy did a fantastic live concert on Facebook. I dropped it in the link. Y'all check it out. Y'all didn't see it live. Man. I dropped that in the live, and I'm definitely get back with you guys. Sean, Sean and Snow, I'm gonna call y'all after this over with. I gotta chop up with you guys a little bit.
No doubt.
Thank you. I got one more thing to say.
And give you
Go ahead, Billy.
5 seconds. So Tommie was talking about the canvas thing. I wrote a kid's book on bullying and racism and stuff, and like dealing with societal issues in kids and adults. And on the back of it, I wrote a quote, and it says, "Life is like a work of art. You get to paint it the way you want, but you only get one canvas, so choose wisely how you brush." So
no doubt. V, look, you wanted to say something behind that. Go ahead, V. Go ahead. He spoke to your soul then, man. What's up?
It's just, man, look, I actually gravitate to a lot of you know, positivity that comes from that, because that's a powerful statement. From you to just say that and then it touched me in a way, I'm pretty sure what, you know, your music gonna do and what Tommie's music gonna do as well is on its way. It just needs more ears. That's all. It just need more ears.
No doubt, man. Hey, well, we appreciate everybody for rocking tonight, man. Richie Snow, Mr. Full Sell and No Sell, V-Card on the ones and twos. We appreciate everybody for rocking with us. This has been another episode of the Sit Down. V, take us up out of here with something nice, man. Shout out to Billy Dawson, TommieHarris for rocking with us on the Sit Down. Till next time.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir.